Module 1, Introduction to Desktop and Laptop Computers. Welcome to Module 1 of the Computing course. In this module, we'll introduce you to the basics of desktop and laptop computers, exploring their key components, functions, and how to get started with using these devices. Whether you're working from a desk or on the go, understanding these computers will help you navigate the digital world confidently. Let's begin with a simple question. What is a computer? A computer is an electronic device designed to process data, perform calculations, and carry out various tasks according to instructions provided by the user. It consists of hardware components and runs software known as the operating system, which manages all the programs on the computer. In this module, we'll focus on computers running Windows, the most widely used operating system for personal computers. Desktops and laptops are two of the most common types of personal computers, each designed for different purposes. A desktop computer typically stays in one place, while a laptop is portable, allowing you to take it with you wherever you go. Desktop versus laptop. Key differences. A desktop computer has separate components, including the monitor, keyboard, mouse, and the tower, which houses the computer's internal hardware like the CPU, memory, and storage. Desktops are ideal for long-term use at a fixed location, offering more power, easier upgradability, and customizability. In contrast, a laptop integrates all these components into a single portable unit with a built-in screen, keyboard, and touchpad, which functions as a mouse. Many modern laptops also feature touchscreens and support stylus input. Laptops are convenient for users who need mobility, allowing you to work from different locations without the need for additional equipment. Turning on and shutting down, basic functions and power management. Now let's learn how to turn on and shut down both desktop and laptop computers. On most desktop computers, the power button is located on the front or top of the tower. Simply press it briefly to turn the computer on. For laptops, the power button is usually located near the keyboard, sometimes at the top right corner or along the side of the device. Press this button once to power it on. To shut down your computer properly, click on the Start menu, the Windows icon usually located at the bottom left corner of the screen. Select the power button and then choose Shut Down. This ensures your computer powers off safely without losing any unsaved work. Avoid pressing and holding the power button to shut down, as this can cause data loss or system issues. Navigating the desktop, understanding icons, menus, and the taskbar. Once your computer is on, you'll see the desktop, the main screen where you can access programs, files, and settings. The desktop features icons, which are small pictures representing programs, files, or folders. By double-clicking on these icons, you can quickly open applications or access files. At the bottom of the screen, you'll find the taskbar. It provides quick access to commonly used programs and shows which programs are currently open. The taskbar also contains the Start menu button, the search bar, and the system tray where you can find system notifications and quick settings like volume and network status. You can customize the taskbar by pinning your favorite apps for easy access. The Start menu is your central hub for accessing applications, settings, and files. Click the Windows icon on the taskbar to open it. Here, you'll find a list of all your installed programs and quick access to important folders like documents and pictures. Now let's take a closer look at the key components of a computer. On both desktops and laptops, you'll use a keyboard for typing, a mouse or touchpad for navigating, and a monitor or screen to display your work. The keyboard has keys that allow you to enter letters, numbers, and special characters. It also includes function keys, F1 to F12, and modifier keys like Enter, Shift, Control, Alt, and the Windows key, which help you carry out specific commands and shortcuts. The mouse or touchpad controls the cursor on the screen. You can use it to point to and select items, highlight text, or open menus by clicking on items. Some laptops also have touchscreens, allowing you to interact directly with the screen using your fingers or a stylus. Finally, the screen or monitor displays everything you're working on, whether it's a document, video, or web browser. The size and quality of the screen may vary, but they all serve the same purpose: to visually present the computer's output. It's important to consider ergonomics when using a computer. Proper posture, screen positioning at eye level, and taking regular breaks can help you stay comfortable and reduce strain. One of the most important tasks when using a computer is managing files. Whether you're saving documents, pictures, or other data, it's important to know how to save and organize files effectively. When you create a new file, you'll need to save it to your computer. In most applications, you can do this by selecting File, Save As. A dialog box will appear where you can choose a folder to store the file and give it a name. Use Save when you want to keep the document in its current location with the same name. The Save As command allows you to create a new copy of the document with a different name, location, or format. Usage. Use Save As when you want to save a new version of the document, perhaps with a different name or in a different folder, without altering the original file. To stay organized, use File Explorer to create folders and manage your files. You can group related files together, such as all your work documents or personal photos, to make them easier to find later. Right-click in a directory and select New Folder to create a new folder. Consider using cloud storage services like OneDrive, integrated with Windows, or Google Drive to access your files from multiple devices and to keep them backed up. Regularly backing up your files helps prevent data loss in case of hardware failure or other issues. Differences between desktop and laptop use. Although desktops and laptops perform the same functions, their use can differ depending on your needs. Desktops are ideal for long-term workstations. They are often more powerful, can be customized with additional hardware like RAM, storage, or upgraded graphic cards, and are more comfortable for extended use with external keyboards and monitors. Desktops typically offer easier maintenance and upgradability, allowing you to replace or upgrade components. Laptops, on the other hand, are perfect for portability. You can take them with you to meetings, classrooms, or when traveling, making them a flexible option for those who need to work from various locations. Keep in mind factors like battery life and power management settings to optimize usage on the go. Laptops are more compact but may have limited upgrade options and can be more challenging to repair due to their integrated design. Ultimately, the choice between a desktop and a laptop comes down to your specific needs. Additional considerations. Before we conclude, let's touch on a few additional points. Security basics. It's important to keep your computer secure by using strong passwords, installing antivirus software like Windows Defender, built into Windows 10 and 11, and keeping your operating system up to date with the latest security patches through Windows Update. Accessibility features. Windows offers accessibility options to assist users with disabilities such as the narrator, a screen reader, magnifier, on-screen keyboard, and speech recognition. These can be accessed through the Settings menu under Ease of Access. That wraps up Module 1 on Introduction to Desktop and Laptop Computers. We've explored what computers are, how to navigate them using Windows, and the key differences between desktops and laptops. Understanding these basics will set the foundation for becoming confident in using computers for work, learning, and communication. In the next module, we'll take a deeper look at operating systems, exploring how Windows controls and organizes everything on your computer. See you there.